The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
Hey, alert.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Here we go.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, it's Brees. Flushed out right. It's caught, Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 74 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 70 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Breeze now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
David Onyemata there on the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
I got this.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 79 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready? 5-9.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Opposite. 36. 13. 36. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Kill. Check. Hey, Alpha.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. It's just me and you.
Sammy.
Hey, watch it.
23rd.
Breeze now on first down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. 180.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Nice.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
It's a pickup of 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready. 5-8.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. He's got Smith here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Breeze now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. 5.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Kill.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. 57. All day. All day. Kill. 36. Bravo. 57's right. Here it comes. Ready, take.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th.
11. Mike's 54.
Hey, watch the ball.
Hey, Charlie. Over. Watch the twins. You're good. Like 4, ready.
Breeze to throw forward on 4th. And Gibbs got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 5-9. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. 5-1. Come get some. Come on. Under. He don't want it.
49. Check 49.
Check. Switch. Showing it.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready. Yellow lady. 57 Mike. I'm coming for you, son. Easy, opposite. He's coming, double up.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Check 50.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Niners 30, Saints 20. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Niners take over first
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have?
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Get in the white room. Kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
12. Bang. Hey, Foxtrot. I got this.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 1, Omaha. Hey, high 7.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, gun. Flag.
Now Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They will run again with Coleman. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 21-yard touchdown run. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
On first down, Coleman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
36. Hey,
to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Slam, slam, slam. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Over. Slam.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. It's a short kick, taken at the 15.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Let's go,
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day.
Muscles by at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 69 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
This is Thompson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
I don't need to. I don't want to. I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take 57 colors, 57 colors.
On first down, it's Thompson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 17-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Bring it.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Watch the backer. Check.
On 3rd down, It's Thompson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Begin.
And that'll set them back 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got you. Wide. Get wide.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
And an alley to run. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yellow, 43, 43. Switch gears.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Hey, 57 color.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Right here. Check 57 color. He's checking crap.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Yellow.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I don't need to. There's a little lady. Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's